Hi everybody, my name's Eric. Welcome to Totem Talks. It's probably been a really long time since I've done this. In fact, it has been a really long time since I've done this. So, let me just really quickly, because this is Call of Duty and this is the beta, and I'm sure I get a lot of people in here who are like, "Oh man, how is this?" Or they just want to see gameplay footage. You're gonna see gameplay footage the whole time, so I don't know, just stick around. But Totem Talk isn't necessarily a well, it's gonna be bad gameplay footage, but the Totem Talk isn't necessarily like me doing gameplay. This is more so me just kind of talking and then having a video game in the background. I'll probably comment on the game because I always, even though I don't want to, I always seem to on accident. But yeah, so it's pretty good. It's Call of Duty. A lot of weird Overwatch stuff. No, I haven't played Call of Duty in like 3 years, so there might be stuff that I think is new that actually isn't. Whoops. if that happens, my bad. I honestly didn't know any better. You can't tell me that I'm an idiot. But yeah, I mean, there's, like I said, there's weird Overwatch stuff. Like, Overwatch is the FPS that kind of took over my Call of Duty spot. So, like, if I compare it to Overwatch, when it might also have some other stuff, like obviously Battlefield 1 was a pretty big inspiration, but if I compare it to Call of Duty, or if I compare it to Overwatch a lot, that's because that's my point of reference nowadays. But I used to play Call of Duty a lot when I was like in high school, and then I stopped. Ghost? I think Ghost was the last one I bought, but I didn't play much of it. I stuck around with Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2. Ooh, I'm not even mad. Wait, I want to see this. Did he snipe? Did he scope me? Did he scope me? Did he scope me? Yeah, I'm not even mad. Yeah, Black Ops 2 was the game I played a lot of. I'm also gonna suck a lot. I already said that, but like I don't know these maps. I've literally played this for like an hour. So you can't tell me I suck, like I said. But yeah, so now that the Call of Duty stuff is done, there will probably be more Call of Duty content in the future because I do like this. I might actually just keep the pre-order because my intention was to pre-order the game, and then if I thought this beta sucked, I wouldn't get the game. But I do kind of think this is pretty cool. I'm a huge history nerd. If you don't know anything about me, which you probably don't because I don't have many subscribers, huge history nerd. I'm actually going to be a history teacher. So like the whole World War II setting was enough for me to at least look at this game. Because I don't like the future stuff. I think it's dumb. I think it's stupid. If I wanted to play future stuff, I'd play Destiny, and I don't think Destiny is very good. So, but anyway, Totem Talks. Woo! Oh! Can I get Molotovs? Where do I get Molotovs? I want a Molotov. Okay, cool. Totem Talks. Totem Talks aren't really about the game. I know people are gonna want to know about this game. A lot of my views are going to be because I'm playing Call of Duty. So I'll talk about the game for a bit. But, oh my God! I did it. That was panic. That was hardcore panic. I shouldn't have I'm gonna switch guns. But anyway, yeah. See right there. I'm trying not to talk about the game, and I'm talking about the game. So, who am I, right? If you are subscribed to me, there is a very, 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 very good chance you are subscribed to me because a couple years ago when the wrestling faction Evolution, why am I explaining what that is? If you subscribe to me, you know what that is. Anyway, Evolution, right? It was a mystery. It also re-debuted, it came back, and their Titantron reminded me of Full House. Oh, hey, what's up? You're my guy. It reminded me of Full House. So I made a little, like, mashup of the Full House theme song with the Evolution theme song, and thank God Ric Flair's still alive, because holy shit, I would feel really bad bragging about that video, because that was a I threw a shot in at Ric Flair about him being the Crypt Keeper, and man, like, I don't want Ric Flair to die, because Ric Flair's the greatest man to ever live, but I also don't want Ric Flair to die, because then my joke would have been in really poor taste. So yeah, this is not primarily a wrestling channel. I would like to do more of those. I'm just kind of a perfectionist, and I can't think of anything quite funny enough, because I don't want to be that guy who follows up something that was a really big hit, like I got on IGN, it has like 60,000 views. Oh right, I have a shotgun now. I thought I still had the M1 Garand. Oh God, I have a shotgun now. So yeah, I don't want to follow that up with something disappointing. So I just didn't. I didn't follow it up with anything. And time will tell, you know, if I actually do think of something. Why did you not die right away? But right, because Call of Duty. But so yeah, that's what that is. There will be wrestling content in this channel. I will go into it a little bit later. I'm very heavily influenced by wrestling. Ow, don't shoot me. How dare you shoot me? Get shot. What is this delayed shotgun shit? Oh man, I gotta say, it actually feels really good to play Call of Duty again. Like, this is someone who was like, goddamn, like, I would literally come home. I failed freshman algebra because of Call of Duty. That's how much I played it. Which isn't necessary. As someone who's going to be a high school teacher, I'm not bragging about failing a class. I'm just saying, like, I really like Call of Duty. But wrestling content, there will be stuff. But this is primarily oh, I forgot I have this. This is primarily a YouTube channel. This is a YouTube channel. You're right, Eric. Good job. This is primarily a fucking. What? How did you survive that? Oh, okay, you died before you could die. Sure. This is primarily a YouTube, a video game channel. Now there are wrestling video games. That will probably be the primary source of your wrestling content from me, because that other shit takes a long time. And honestly, if you want to watch a lot of good mashups, Raven Sharam, Cyrim, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he's good. It's Raven and then Cyram, I believe. Look him up. But yeah, a lot of more video game content. We'll go into what that is. I've also had this channel for about since I was 12, so going on 11 years. And I've been through various modes of activity. That dude's head's on fire. That's really funny. Various modes of activity and inactivity. So all for really kind of the same reason. So same three reasons, which are honestly the same three reasons why you haven't seen me in a while. And why when Totem Trouser popped up in your sub box, you're probably like, who the fuck is this guy? So first one, I had PC problems. I used to have like this normal run-of-the-mill HP. I don't even remember the model number. I got it in 2012. Right before I moved out of my mother's place, the hard drive died in it. And my mother's place was not perhaps maybe the cleanest area and might have had a infestation of bugs. And while I have gone through strenuous, excessive methods to make sure I did not bring any with me, I could not really guarantee that I would be able to do it with that computer. And also that computer was old. Like, that computer's 5 years. I used to work at a Geek Squad for 5 years. I worked at a Geek Squad. I literally have had that computer since I started at Geek Squad. Oh, wait, no, shit. I had that computer before that. Yeah, that computer was, like, 7 years old. So, really, I knew it was probably time to go. Because after 5, that's normally when you maybe don't want to put a lot of money into a computer. So, I just sold, or I didn't sell it. It's actually still just sitting at my mom's house. I guess if she ever needs a computer, I can probably just throw a new hard drive in there. But she doesn't know how to use a computer. So, did we win? We won, right? Yeah. Yay! Look at this! Look at this! Look at this fucking Overwatch shit right here, by the way. Yeah, if I ever needed to get a computer for her, I guess I have one. But so I've been on a laptop for about 3 months, and while I've tried to record, editing on that thing was a nightmare, and also recording on that thing was a nightmare. So I actually today just bought an Omen, because I wanted a gaming PC, but I don't have the time to put one together. So I figured I would buy basically a graphics card with an adapter that also that let me use it, and I will update that as needed, because that seems like way easier to me. If I just buy something that has like a 1060, I'm good with a 1060. And I can basically take that 1060 and, put more RAM in it if I really need it to, or put a better processor in it, which the processor in this thing's not garbage. RAM could do RAM could do with an upgrade, and it will get one. But you get what I'm getting at, right? Like, I don't sound like a crazy person here. That's because I don't want to sound like a crazy person. That's not fun. But yeah, so that's where I've been. But yeah, as I mentioned, I moved out. My old house didn't have a door in my bedroom. And through various means of issues with my mother, and just in, like, my mom might be a troubled individual. She's good now, but she might have had some problems she was going through, and really recording wasn't necessarily a possibility in a lot of times. So that's gone now. I have my own room. I have my own door. I do live with a roommate, but he respects the whole, like, hey, if my door is locked, don't fucking come in. He learned that lesson the hard way when he saw my penis. But
Eliminate the enemy.
after that, he learned to open the fucking knock, because he didn't for like that first month, and then one day just boop, hey, look at my penis, and now he knows better. But yeah, so I actually have the opportunity to record a little bit more. And what that means, right? So I initially started this channel to be a Let's Play channel. Now, over the past 11, god damn, I'm old, years, the idea of Let's Plays has changed a lot. Like, it used to just be, you know, like, one dude does one 10-minute video a day of one game, and he is an expert at it, and he shows you everything, and the idea of a Let's Play would be that you would actually play along with him, because that's what fucking Let's Play means. However, I never did that, so I really can't get on my high horse about it. But nowadays, it's like I look at Achievement Hunter, who actually owns the YouTube channel Let's Play, and, like, they don't do Let's Plays. They do gameplay videos. There is a distinction to me. I don't mean to sound as cocky about it as I am. Like, I'm not trying to be like, back in my day, like, I'm cool with that. That's fine. But I'm just trying to explain to you, like, where I come from, what my homeland is. Like, go watch Chugga Conroy. Chugga Conroy is the perfect definition of what I'm talking about, because Chugga Conroy is a traditional Let's Player, and he's literally stuck to his guns since day one. That dude has never sold out. So, like, Chugga Conroy is fucking cool. But here's the thing about Chugga Conroy. I don't watch Chugga Conroy anymore. And that's not saying, like, there's a lot of reasons for that. But it's not because he's bad. It's because, like, I'm not his demographic anymore, basically. I respect the shit out of that man. That dude is fucking cool as hell. Like, literally, if you ever just watch any of his stuff and, like, learn about him as a person, that dude deserves your respect. He is the reason why this YouTube channel exists. But I'm not subscribed to him anymore. I'm subscribed to more things like Two Best Friends Play and New Legacy Inc. And they are not traditionalists. So what do I want to do with this channel? I do want to have some traditionalism in there. So these I want these to be weekly. Me just talking about life. It won't be like a channel rundown every time, but I need a channel rundown at some point, and this is a good one right now. So Totem Talks are this, right? Me just talking about life, and hey, look, there's a video game here. It might be something you want to watch. It might not be. You might just want to hear my voice. That's fine too. Whatever. I don't care. Or hey, man, maybe you don't really care about my problems. That's fine. Don't watch these. That's cool too, because there will be more. Traditional Let's Plays. I think I don't like. This is not me saying that all of them are going to be like this. I think the best Let's Plays are. I have a suppressor. Do I just have that? Why do I just have that? I think the best Let's Plays are and will always be RPGs. Now, the problem with that, RPGs take forever. So I would love to do RPGs. And I will. Like, this is not me saying I won't. I will. But maybe not for a little bit. For more reasons, like life will probably get in the way of them. And I would like to actually get into a set schedule on this stuff before I take on like a 200 part Let's Play. But yeah, other than that, give me a second. I just want to make sure I'm not going to die while I look down at my notes. I wrote notes. So remember how I mentioned wrestling stuff? I have a bunch of wrestling games. And by a bunch, I mean, like, you know, a good... I think I have most of the PlayStation 2's wrestling games. Might be missing some of the later ones. I did take a break after Benoit, you know, did the Benoit thing. So I don't think I have any between then, and I came back like shortly after Pipe Bomb. And if you're not a wrestling person, man, you don't know what any of those mean. You probably know what the Benoit thing is. You could probably just look up Chris Benoit and you'll figure out what that is. You can probably also look up Pipe Bomb wrestling and you'll probably know what that is. Don't look up Pipe Bomb by itself. That's how you get on a list. But yeah. So that wow, we're getting destroyed. Holy shit! I'm not even paying attention to the score. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is awful. I have not got a single one of these fucking streaks, by the way. I'm just pointing that out. That dude jumps in every single time. And I mean, it works. Like, he got me. It's just, like, the only reason he didn't get me is I just center masked him right there. But, like, holy fucking shit. Oh, God. Look, he just did it again. He was getting shot at. He did it. Anyway, so, a lot of wrestling content. I'm trying to get my Here Comes the Pain to work. I just brought it back from my mom's to yesterday. Was that yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. And I got the PS2 working on my Elgato, but I did not, like, I have not been able to really get the Here Comes the Pain to work. Disc, it's a little dirty. It's not scratched, it's just dirty, so I just need to clean it, and I just haven't had time. But, yeah, so some wrestling stuff. Other than that, I've always had this idea of buying really, really bad games for really, really cheap prices and then determining if it was worth the money. Such games include, and the one that I'm actually currently, I have recordings of it. I don't know if they're going to work because I recorded them on my laptop and that would kind of fuck up recording, so I might have to redo them. And if so, it's going to be a little bit before this game happens because it was tough to record those parts. But the Order 1886. So if that works, look forward to that. If it doesn't work, look forward to something else. But basically, it's just like, it's kind of like a review thing. You know, if you look at like, I don't know if I want to necessarily like tie any of my work to JonTron anymore, but if you look at like things like old JonTron before he, you know, went crazy, and like Peanut Butter Gamer and Angry Video Game Nerd, I don't know why I didn't think of him first. Probably not watching that much anymore because I don't think he does them anymore. But they kind of do like video game reviews. Think of that, but also combined with a Let's Play. So that will be kind of neat. That's actually the thing I'm most excited about. I had an idea for doing like a game, a series based on like historical games, kind of like this, but like, actually this would actually be a perfect game for it. But that's the thing, is actually a lot of historical games belong in that is like in the bargain bin gaming is what I've the tentative name for it. Where I decide if it's worth the money, or it's Call of Duty. And also, to be fair, Call of Duty also could probably belong in the is this worth the money for some of these games. This one feels pretty okay. I don't think I'll feel too bad about dropping 60 on this. I'm not going to do it day one, because I've been burned before by Call of Duty. What's up, Call of Duty Ghost? But, you know, hey, we'll see. Oh, we lost! Great. But yeah, so that will, that's kind of one of the ones I'm more excited for, is those kind of series where we just kind of, those seem like the most fun, where it's just like, play a bad game. Hey, like, I got the Order 1886 for $5. To be fair, $5 is less money than, is about the same amount of money that's like, you know, a lunch at McDonald's. So, like, most things would be worth that, but, like, some games are really bad, so who knows, right? The next thing I got here, this is a thing that Let's Players do that always bother me. It's, where they start a game series, then they never finish it. And it's always like a hard to get game series, or it's on like the Super Nintendo, or something like that. So, I do have a thing called collectives, or I wanted to do a thing called, oh yeah, I got Molotovs. Fuck yeah, man. That's a score streak? Okay, weird. But yeah, so the idea of playing through an entire game series, seems like my thing. I feel like I would really like that. So that's what that is. Now, will they all be at once? No. Because I can announce some of the ones I'm already planning. Call of Duty actually would be a good one for that, but that's not what I was thinking of. I was thinking more so along the lines of, is this a woman? This is a girl, right? Yeah, this is a chick. I like playing as women. But let's see what else we got here. Yeah, that's a girl. Let's do African American girl. So anyway, what was I saying? Collectives, right? Yeah. So like BioShock is a good one. BioShock I can probably actually like BioShock I could probably actually knock out all in one go because those games aren't like particularly long or particularly hard. But I feel like everyone would be kind of drained if I did that. You know what I mean? Like we would all probably like I would feel drained from playing 3 fucking BioShock games back to back to back. And you would probably feel drained from watching BioShock games back to back to back. So they won't all be in succession. One might like follow another. The other one that I'm gonna totally regret saying is Final Fantasy. I do want to play every single Final Fantasy game with an ending, so no MMOs. But every Final Fantasy game with an ending, I would actually like to. I would actually like to play at some point. So I normally will let you know if they're collectives or if they're just normal Let's Plays. I'll probably have like a different thumbnail for them so you actually know. And then the thing that really puts them apart is they'll all have their own separate playlist. However, collective will also have their own playlist where it's once they're done, it will be all of them. So like there will be eventually in like 3 years, if we're lucky, there will be like a 6,000 video playlist for all the Final Fantasy games. That dude was spawn sniping like a douche. And that dude spawn killing like a douche too. So I just like the M1 Garand. I'm not good with it. I just think it's a cool gun. I can't hear, but if like I'm going to play a round of this after I'm done recording, and if the M1 Garand doesn't make the ping noise when you reload it, I'm not buying this game. So yeah, collectives. So they'll get their own playlist all together at one point. It would just take a couple minutes. You know, it might take a while, or it might be like less than a year. Who knows, right? I keep holding. You guys can't see this, but I keep holding square to change my character every time I die. Because that's how I would play Overwatch. Is it's like, oh man, I need to change off. Zarya. Let me just hop on over to Tracer. So which I would never do. I'd do the other way around because there's always enough attack heroes. But but you get what I'm getting at here right now. Man, fuck. Do I just have to? Okay, ow. What the fuck just killed me? Oh, okay, good. I was like, did that pistol do that? Because if so, great, modders. There's still actually one more series I want to do. These ones will probably be a little bit rarer, but I like Fallout. I like Skyrim. I don't necessarily think those games lend themselves to a Let's Play, because while they do have definitive ends, they also don't. And I think, and like Minecraft too, but probably not gonna ever really do much with Minecraft, except for maybe I might do like a totem talk here or there, with Minecraft as the background. But, man, I'm getting trashed right now. I like the idea of doing challenge runs. Many a True Nerd is a really good person for Fallout challenge runs. There's a particular Skyrim one that I'm really interested in. So I'm not going to say what it is, because if I can make it work, I'm definitely doing it. If I can't make it work, you'll hear about it. But if I can make it work, I'm going to make it work. Shit. But yeah, just like Nuzlocke, probably never going to do Nuzlocke, but just think of that. Like, if games with a specific set of rules that I've imposed to make, so it's a little bit harder, right? Now it doesn't mean like when I play BioShock, I'm gonna play them all on hard. It doesn't necessarily mean that that's a challenge run. It just means that I'm gonna play it on hard because it would be boring on easy, right? Or it would be boring on normal. But yeah, also I don't know how this would work, because part of me says don't do this, but I do really like the idea of Pokemon ROM hacks. So like maybe I'm not considering that like a thing yet, you know what I mean? But hey, you might see 1 or 2 of them pop up because I think they're kind of cool, and I do love me some Pokemon. So yeah, that took way longer to talk about than I thought it would. I still have 2 more notes here. I would always get discouraged when I uploaded a video and there would be like 3 views. That kind of sucks. And I get that sucks for everyone, and honestly I just never stuck with it. That was my fault, I was young. However, I mentioned New Legacy Inc. Recently, they, that shotgun takes forever to kill somebody, it's weird. They recently, had a cancer charity stream. What the fuck? Oh, cool, I'm gonna watch this. I've never seen this one before. That's red, you control that? How do you control that? But anyway, they recently had a charity cancer stream, where they, raised a bunch of money for cancer. I think their total was like over $27,000. Which is nothing to scoff at. Like, that's a lot of money, right? I would like to be something like that. I would like to, oh my god, my kitty yawned. You probably heard it. It was very cute. But I would like to, at some point in my life. Oh, now he's just pooping. Oh, he's farting. Great. Oh my god, he actually might just be farting. My cat is literally on my bed, right where I put my head. He's farting in his sleep. I feel like I should wake him up. I feel like that's a problem. Hey, buddy. Whatever. Let him sleep. He's tired. So what am I talking about? What do I want to do? Right? I don't want to, like, you know, obviously, I'm not gonna turn down getting like a fucking million subs and all that jazz. But like, come on now. Let's be real here. That's not gonna happen. What I would like to do would be to at least build up some kind of community that can help people. A lot of the donations in that New Legacy stream mentioned how New Legacy helped them get through, like, you know, dark points in their lives. And I feel like if I would like to at least, you know, if I can be some kind of positive influence on somebody's life, I might as well do it. You know what I mean?
What do you think about the game right now? Liking it?
Someone's talking. That's funny. I like when this happens. And by like, I mean I fucking hate it. But yeah, yeah, I don't know why I didn't have a grenade. I want a grenade. What is this?
I go from lobby to lobby.
Anyway, so who can I mute? Who am I muting here? Is it this big poppy guy? Yeah, it's this big poppy guy here. Let's just,
I haven't been hearing no complaints yet.
Let's just mute everybody. There used to be a mute all button. I missed the mute all button. But yeah, if I can just help people, that would be nice, right? If I can build a kind of community that people can come to when they're having a bad day or a bad life and just feel a little bit better, even for like 20, 30 minutes, an hour, that'd be nice, right? And that's what I want. So yeah, that's kind of what I want out of this YouTube channel. And then the very last thing that I'm gonna have to try and extend for at least 10 minutes, because I got into a game without thinking about it, is my schedule. What do I want to do schedule-wise? Here's the fun answer. I don't know. I have no idea. So now we can actually talk about, I mentioned school, I mentioned work. I'm in both right now, because I have to pay the rent. I work nights, long nights, and then on, you know, 2 days out of the week, I'm in school, trying to get that education degree I just mentioned, maybe like 20 minutes ago. And hey, guess what? It don't leave me a whole lot of time. So I actually don't know how frequently I would be able to do YouTube updates. I can tell you I will do everything in my power to make sure there's at least a Totem Talk every Sunday. Because I feel like a good Sunday multiplayer, you know, just powwow is nice and relaxing. Oh god, I fucking shot my guy. I think it's not hardcore. But yeah, I feel like a good Sunday powwow wouldn't be a bad idea. I want this gun now. But as far as my other stuff, I don't know. I don't know if it would be completely realistic to say I would have a video every day. I would at least want know, 4 videos a week if I could. But, like, for example, right, I work, let's say, actually, not let's say, I go into work about 9 on Mondays, and I don't get out until about 4:30. I then have to go to school at 9:30. School's about an hour, it's about 30, 20 minutes away, depending if I want to pay the toll or not. That school goes up until about 3:30, and then I go and sleep, and then I go back to work. However, if it's on a Thursday, I can only sleep for 3 hours, and I gotta go back to class, which goes from about 6 to 8:50, and then I gotta go back to work at 9. So there are just straight up days where I don't do anything other than go to school and work. And I cannot record videos, I cannot edit videos, I cannot do anything during that time. Now, obviously, after this semester is over, because I will be the first to admit that I maybe fucked up on this schedule this semester. In my defense, I was not working for the company I am working for when I made this schedule, and my school is very small, very, very small, and there are some classes that I need to take to graduate that are only offered during this semester at the really fucking worst times, which is why I took a night job in the first fucking place. And as a result, I'm just gonna kind of casual. Oh, hey, what's up? Man, that shotgun, this thing sucks. But yeah, as a result, I straight up, like, I just won't have time. So ideally, I would do all my recording during the weekends, and then edit them, and then have, God, I hope, I haven't uploaded a YouTube video in fucking so many years, I don't even know what they have anymore, but I would really hope that they have some kind of scheduled uploader, or scheduled publisher still. They would have to, that would be crazy if they took that out. That thing was super useful. But yeah, that would be how I get all my YouTube videos out. But like, hey man, you know, during the school semesters, I just might not be able to. I might not be able to record, to do stuff. Like, sorry. Was that unnecessary? No. That was unnecessary. But yeah, so did the thing again. I want to do a Garand again. But yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at, right? So hopefully about 4 videos. Now, like, we'll see, right? Now, that doesn't actually leave me a whole lot of room, because, like, all those things I mentioned to you, I would like to do more than once, like, or more than one. So, like, I would like to have, like, is something worth however much, or, and a normal Let's Play, or a challenge run, and a collective Let's Play, going at the same time. But that all depends on my schedule, because as much as I do like this YouTube channel, school does come first. and me having a place to sleep also comes very, very close in second place. So, you know, I will do my best to keep up with this. I bought a decent computer because I wanted to keep up with this, right? So it would be in my best interest to do so. But yeah, that's kind of it. Like, that's all I got, really. So I guess we'll just talk more about Call of Duty. Oh, actually, no, here's the thing, right? So I do want to foster some kind of a community, right? I mentioned that. I want to have, like, one of the things, I'm basing a lot of this off of New Legacy. I kind of do idolize those guys a little bit. So one of the things they do is, like, whenever someone comments or donates, like, if they recognize the name, they're just like, oh, hey, man, how you doing? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what, like, straight up, like, people are like, oh, man, how's your new job? Like, and this is all streaming, and I don't know, I don't really, I understand that streaming's probably the future, but maybe I'm not gonna jump on the future. Maybe I will. I don't know. Who knows, right? Everything's. I didn't predict that I would be working where I'm working. I never wanted to be a teacher, and here I am, fucking a year and a half away from student teaching, less than a year and a half away from student teaching. Like, so, who knows, right? I very well might, you know, end up streaming. But at the current moment, it's not really in the ballpark. But when New Legacy is streaming, like, they recognize people, they know people, they connect with people. So like, you might see me in the comments quite a lot in videos, and you know, I can't promise that will be forever, because like, everyone always wants that. When I can tell you right now, every YouTube creator wants to be able to reply to every single comment. Every YouTube creator gets to, every successful one gets to a point where that is literally impossible, because they get like 1,000 in the first day, and then another like 1,000 in the second day, and then another 500, and it's like you would spend all day replying to comments, right? So so we probably won't do that. But you know, I don't know. My Twitter is Totem Trouser. My Instagram also might be Totem Trouser. Might not be. You know, reach out there. You know, talk. That's fine. But yeah, that's about it. Fun story. If you aren't, I really doubt that any of you ever have actually watched my other stuff. If you have or have not and you want to, I did a Final Fantasy II Let's Play that I'm actually quite proud of. It probably doesn't sound as good as this, because I don't know. I just don't think the quality is gonna be as good. But go watch that. If you want to watch something, Final Fantasy II is a pretty cool game. A lot of people don't like Final Fantasy II, I guess. I thought it was good. I like Final Fantasy II. But anyway, that's not important, right? This takes too long. This feels like it takes forever. That's not really what I was getting at, though. These... What did I get? Duelist? Okay, cool. We'll see what that is. I do want to leave this lobby. What was I going to talk about? Shit. I totally lost it. I don't have it written down. I'm a perfectionist when I do these, and I never wrote one down, and that's why I've recorded a bunch of these Totem Talks, and I've just never put any up because I always thought they were bad. But I clearly see now that the reason I thought they were bad is because I didn't write any of this shit down. And I need to do that, because I do really think it helped me here. But yeah, I'm a perfectionist. The thing I was going to talk to you about is really quick. If you watched my old shit, which I know you didn't, I used to say "stay beautiful," and Catergris also says that, and I found out about him a couple years ago, and ever since I've been trying to figure out another outro. So put it in the comments. Just one that will let me know you watched the whole video, but put it in the comments, right? What you think would be a good outro, because fuck, man, I don't know. But yeah, other than that, I got nothing else. What are these? Are any of these cool? Could I be a fighter? Yeah, I want to fucking fly a strafing aircraft plane. Oh, I can't do that? Damn. But yeah, my name's Totem Trouser. You guys stay beaut. You guys have a good day. Be kind to each other. And just try and make the world a better place. Then, you know, go to sleep at night, either having tried something you've never tried before when you woke up, or made the world a better place than it was when you woke up. Or don't. I mean, hey man, I'm not your dad. Or I might be. God, I hope I'm not. But I might be. So yeah, my name's Totem Trouser. I just fucked up the audio here. You guys have a good day. Goodbye.